Welcome to your Week 8 edition of Head to Head, presented by Ziegler Meats. I'm Lauren Sisler.
And I'm Kevin Skarbinski. It's Alabama and Texas A&M. Kevin Sumlin bringing in the Aggies in the swag copter.
And Kevin, no Johnny Manziel, no Kenny Trill. Enter Trevor Knight in his suit of armor. He's bringing with him one of only two active quarterbacks that have beaten the Crimson Tide. That's Chad Kelly, Trevor Knight, in the Sugar Bowl back in 2014. And that was 348 yards passing that he brought to the table, 4 touchdowns. But I don't think he's going to pull that off with this defense and the way they're playing.
You know who Trevor Knight is? He's Chad Kelly without the rap sheet.
Yes.
But that Alabama defense that he shredded in that Sugar Bowl, very, very different today. They didn't have Eddie Jackson at safety. They didn't have Marlon Humphrey at corner. They didn't have Minka Fitzpatrick at nickel or dime or wherever they want to play him to pick off a pass and run it back 100 yards. Very, very different defense. Oh, and they also didn't have the nickel rabbits package. They didn't have Tim Williams off one edge, Ryan Anderson off the other, Jonathan Allen, whatever he pleases. Get ready, Mr. Knight. It's not the same Alabama.
And you know, Kevin, Nick Saban said they aren't going to go back and study that 2014 Sugar Bowl game. Doesn't matter. But you know who else they didn't have back in 2014? That is Jalen Hurts. Something that jumps off the paper at me, this is kind of mind-blowing. In 21 years that Nick Saban has been a head football coach, he has not had one single quarterback rush for 100 yards and pass for 100 yards in a single game. Guess what? Hurts has done it twice, Ole Miss and Tennessee.
Lauren, can we get real here for a second? Everybody likes to throw roses at the feet of A&M defensive coordinator John Chavis. You know where Texas A&M's defense is ranked in rushing in the nation? Number 69. Jalen Hurts more and more comfortable running the read option, but he's not the only threat in that backfield. You got Damian Harris, who can bust a long run. You got Bo Scarborough, who can bust at 85. I'm not giving you a high five either. You can bust at 85 yards to the house and outrun the secondary. They not only that, they got receivers running. They call them passes, but they're really jet sweeps. So they will hurt them in so many ways with the running game. If you can't stop Alabama's running game, you can't beat Alabama, and Texas A&M cannot stop Alabama's running game.
Okay, Kevin, it is prediction time, and I saw Alabama go out there and torch Tennessee the way that they did. I can see that Texas A&M here with Trevor Knight and some talented receivers will come in here, get some big plays, get in the end zone a few times, but when the clock hits 0, I'm going to say Alabama wins this one 42-24.
One of the things that separates this A&M team from previous editions under Kevin Sumlin is they really, really run the ball well. They actually lead the SEC in rushing offense, 275 yards a game. It's not just, it's Trevor Knight, it's the freshman Trayvon Williams, who busted an 89-yard touchdown run in one game. Kevin Sumlin, since he's been the coach, A&M is 28-0. 28-0 when they run for 200-plus yards. But you know who leads the nation in rushing defense? Alabama. They're not running for 200 yards against Alabama. They probably won't get 100. Alabama 45, A&M 20. Hey, Lauren, do you remember that rude and crude women's clinic Texas A&M put on before the season began? Did that offend you as a woman?
Yeah, as a woman and a woman in sports, a little classless.
It offended me as a football fan and as an amateur comedian. Guess what, Aggies? You're about to attend a men's clinic in Bryant-Denny Stadium.